Round 1. Fight!
Router that was causing problems?
Yeah, it was probably the router the entire time. It seems they're very smooth on this side now, and the quality looks a lot better on screen too.
Probably missed some question you guys asked, so if you guys want to...
Round 2. Fight!
So I don't know if you guys have heard in the background, but Dark Rob has been kind of coaching Shock a little bit, basically saying that he's got to get in Kung Lao's face and really make him uncomfortable. You got to stay in his face, and once you're in that corner, you got to hit that 2-1-4 slide. Got Spencer jumping over him. Slide with a jump in there. Did hit the 2-1-4 slide though. EX teleport there.
But I'm going to be looking out for the Reptile, Earthmap, and Zero players.
I think Long Island Joe's going to be using this era. We're going to try and get Dark Rob up on the stream soon, too. I don't think he wants to do very much commentary, but we'll get him up on the stream playing for you guys. Is the audio and the video all good now, or are we lagged and messed up? No, L.I. Joe is not the man on the mic. Joe is also known as the Joe we have here is Rio. And
yeah, we're both named Joe. We both live on Long Island. It's a funny coincidence. Alright, they're saying the stream's good.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, with Johnny Cage, it's all 4-3-2. That is Johnny Cage. 4-3-2 string is all Johnny. And remember, when it hits, when 4-3-2 hits, it's an easy string to hick affirm into nut punch. When it's blocked, you're at advantage anyway, so you could down one after 4-3-2. They have to block the down one. If they don't block the down one, then they get stuffed by it, and then you get another down one for free. Once they start respecting the option after 4-3-2 is when you get to start jumping over them, mixing up, you know, doing.
Finish him! Kung Lao wins.
want the Shaolin.
Round 1.
Well, there's actually two ways to get out of Johnny Cage's 4-3-2 on block. If you have a character with a 6 frame special, such as Kung Lao Spin, Raiden, Superman, Reptiles Run, etc. If the Johnny Cage player goes for 4-3-2 and you do Reptiles Run right after, it will beat his down one. He must block after that. If you don't have a character that has one of those moves, you can, after blocking a 4-3-2, you can jump over him and you will just take the air hit and land on the ground, but you will be out. Or you can just block the down one and then you guys are on neutral.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, guys, I'm just waiting. After these two are done playing, there will be another player going up, and then I'll go on.
Yeah, our next match is actually going to be Dark Natus versus Shock as well, and then after that, we'll probably throw Rio up there against after they play like like 3 to 5 matches or so.
Yeah, Smokes and so it's Smokey had that option as well. Yeah, I will be using Cage all day tonight and at the tournament. I will not be using Scarlet at all because I do not want her. I do not want to get used to Scarlet. There's no reason to waste your time on a character that will be banned in a tournament.
So guys, I want to urge everyone here who is watching, please remember, if you like the stream, don't be shy. Hit that follow button. Follow the stream. The more followers I get, the better options I'll have. Also, the stream is now taking donations. I've already said. If you want support, I appreciate it, and you can PayPal anything you'd like to KombatNetwork at optonline.net. Also, you can follow a number of us on Twitter. First of all, we'll start with The Gamer's Edge. It's at The Gamer's Edge on Twitter. We have at KombatNetwork on Twitter. At The Ultimate MK, that is The Ultimate MK. We have, of course, at Testramight, at Classic MK. And mine is at 995Phil. We have Shock here. He is at UMK Shock. And we have a couple other people here, but I'm looking around. I don't see him, so I'm not going to plug them. Yes, the, as in THE, not the as in THEE.
Round 1. Fight!
What's wrong with the mic? So now, this is a pretty bad matchup for Cyber Sub, isn't it?
A lot of space with the Ice Clone, which causes Cyber Sub cannot dive kick all day on Sub-Zero because of the Ice Clone.
Actually, when I was beginning to learn him, part of the reason I stopped using him was because of this matchup. So many people using Sub-Zero, it was just a losing match over and over and over again. He's got to work so hard to get in and then even in that scenario, you'd almost want to think that kind of like an ultimate MP, they can do almost in this, he can do a good amount of damage, but he's got to use his X-ray, and he's got to do it in the corner.
I mean, if you plan on playing soccer.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight!
Okay, how are the mics now, guys?
You guys, you hear us fine now?
Are the mics better now, or are they really staticky? Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Anyway, so what we were saying, I think you were saying that anyone who wants to main Cyber Sub is just going to have to learn this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of Cyber Sub-Zero's toughest matchups. I'm actually going to go through all of Cyber Sub-Zero's hard matchups right now. Characters that can control the air, punish the dive kick, or keep Sub-Zero off of you, like human Sub-Zero can, those are going to be tough matches. So, let's say Melina, she air size all day. You can't be in the air, which means you can't be using dive kicks. Cyber Sub without dive kick pressure is very poor on the ground. His normals are slow. He has to be in your face to have the normals be at most effect, and which he achieves with dive kicks.
Now, what about using her, his teleport or his freeze in order to get around those sides?
His teleport is very bad. You gotta anticipate they're gonna do a projectile before you teleport. Because let's say Melina does a projectile, right? You teleport on reaction before it hits you. She could punish you on reaction even after you saw her do a projectile. His teleport is very bad. It's worse than Cyrax's. I don't recommend using it a lot.
Cyrax.
Maybe once in a while, you know, to throw your opponent off guard. But overall, no.
Right now, I know that his is slow, but on the other hand, if you're playing against side-standing Melina, you will connect one once in a while, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I mean, it is, if you want to throw an Ice Blast at Melina, you risk, she can roll you on reaction and punish you hard. Not only that, if Melina doesn't want to go for the roll because, you know, she could just, let's say Melina jumps in the air, right? You throw an Ice Blast. She could do her air teleport, hit you, and then she gets a safe jump into mix-up. You don't want to be put into that situation.
So really, there aren't very many options that Cyber Sub has against Melina.
No, if Cyber Sub is up against a character that can control the air and keep you out from doing dive kicks all day, you're gonna have a lot of problems.
So is Kung Lao a bad matchup as well?
Probably 6'4", Melina. I mean, characters like Katana, Melina, Cabal, those characters just, you cannot use dive kicks on them because they control the air. And then you have Nightwolf. Nightwolf, if he blocks a dive kick, you eat shoulder all day. So you're gonna have to mix it up, you know, coming in with.
Now what about Kano? Gonna catch up ball all day too?
Fight!
Or does a dive kick beat
Well,
up?
Kano could punish with his horizontal ball. He doesn't have to do that ball. But yeah, I wouldn't say Kano would be a tough matchup because I mean, Cyber Sub.
Well, he eats zoners a lot.
Yeah, if you rely on ground projectiles to zone, Cyber Sub's you're gonna eat a dive kick all day. So Katana, Melina, Cabal, Sub-Zero, characters that punish dive kick heavily. Those are characters that get Cyber Sub the most.
Darknata showing off a little bit of Cyrax. He's actually doing it pretty well. He was taking it to summoning pretty well, and now he's doing pretty well. We got Red Saline leaving. So we're going to say goodbye to not MKF30 tonight. Hopefully we're going to see
MKF30.
Fight!
and hopefully we're going to see him. Looks like we're cutting out.
Alright. My opinion on the Kano nerfs, well, I think his up ball nerf was justified. His knife throw nerf, I did not agree with. On their part. To begin. Yeah, a few frames of recovery was added to the knife so you cannot spam them as you could before. There's a short cooldown now when using them.
Cyrax wins.
Alright, are the mics working now again? We just plugged them back in again. Guys, I'm sorry about this. This is the first time I'm using commentary. I'm waiting for my mixer to get to me. It didn't get here in time. So we are using one that was supplied for us tonight, with mics that were supplied as well. I'm not 100% familiar with everything. And, you know, as I said, as I get more equipment, we'll have better commentary, better quality on the stream as well. It's just a matter of waiting. I mean, I'm paying for all this stuff basically on my own. That's why we asked you guys for. It's why we asked you guys. You know, if you guys want to donate, that's fine. If not, it's completely fine too. I really don't have a problem paying for it. It just didn't take a little bit of time. I do my best for you guys. It's really all about the Mortal Kombat community and the fighting game community, trying to give you guys everything I can with the means that I have to give it. I just don't want you guys to think that I'm begging for money or anything like that. I'm just letting you know that I'm doing the best I can with anything supplied to me, and I do appreciate all the all the compliments. I do the best we can, and I think we're doing an okay job here. We have a lower end stream device. Because I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to do it all the time, but it turned out that I actually enjoy streaming more than I do playing. So because of that, I mean, I do still play here and there, and you guys have seen me use Shang on stream once or twice now. But even though I do still play, I prefer streaming more. So that has motivated me a little bit more now to get better equipment, to get a mixer, to get mics, to get headsets, and really have something worthwhile to take and maybe one day do tournaments and stuff like that too. I think Storm's just trying to make fun of the fact that I'm Jewish.
Round 3. Fight!
Oh, yo.
You guys can donate. If you want to donate, I do appreciate it. You don't have to, obviously. You can donate via PayPal. I'm going to post it up in there in a minute. But yes, Simon, I am Jewish. The last name is Siegel. Actually, I'm kind of half and half. Father is Jewish. My mom is Roman Catholic. Yes, I am Jewish. Not practicing. I will say that. I'm not practicing. I love myself a cheeseburger. Torture legend. Are you on the extra mic? Simon, I don't speak a lick of Yiddish or Hebrew. Not at all. I think everybody on the planet knows what shalom means, but yeah, I don't really know. Not at all. My mom, who was Roman Catholic, actually knew more about Judaism than I do.
We should look for some damn duct tape and just tape it on the thing.
Smoke.
Anyway, torture legend. If you want, please PM me over on torturelight.com. My screen name there is 9.95. I have no plan. And with any luck, I'll work with you and try and get a little bit of. I'll work with you.
Scarlet here against Smoke.
I'm gonna post in a second. Give me a second. You know, it may actually be where I'm holding it. If I hold this further away from my mic, from my mouth, and don't speak quite as loudly, does it pick it up a little bit better? Can you hear me better?
Alright. I think we got it.
We do have a mixer. Okay, so that's really what it is. Alright. I just have to hold the mic further from my mouth.
Scarlet wins. Round 2. Fight.
This is a very interesting matchup to deal with. It looks like Dark is acknowledging that, and
yes, he's capable. And Mugen, I would say, Super Mugen, I would say that you can probably get the best cheesesteaks in Philly. It's not the upstream here. You know, it's a couple of factors. We had a problem with the router. Like I said.
Round 3.
For a while. You know what? I have an idea. Okay, Rio and I are switching. Rio and I are going to switch mics, and we're going to see if Rio breaks up on.
alright guys, I want to explain this matchup real quick with Scarlet against Smoke. In this matchup, Smoke can obviously neutralize her daggers with Shake. So as you see, Dark is acknowledging that and is not playing with daggers. He's using full melee Scarlet and is actually doing very well with her.
Yeah, a lot of people will go with Smoke's teleport instead of the Shake, but I think the matchup actually in general, I tend to think the matchup is better using his Shake because it sets up a little bit better. Oki gives you a little bit more options up close, or if you want to zone or run it.
The thing is also, what people don't understand with Scarlet is when she throws a kunai and she does a dash cancel, she cannot block. So let's Smoke does not have to do the shake. He could just, you know, teleport, get more damage out of that because it's basically guaranteed. She does a dagger, you teleport, she cancels with a dash. She cannot block. Her block. No, when Scarlet throws a dagger and cancels with a dash, she cannot block.
I can try whispering, guys. I am speaking a little bit loud. Speak a little bit softer. Is that better?
Yeah, Scarlet is actually 12,000 Microsoft points on Xbox. $5 on PlayStation. 1,200 rather, not 12,000.
Round 2. Fight.
And the funny thing is with NetherRealm here is when they released Scarlet, there was a glitch on Xbox where you could have downloaded her for free. And the people who bought Scarlet with Microsoft points, they couldn't download her the day because it was glitched. The people who didn't download, who didn't buy Scarlet, couldn't get her, and the people who who didn't buy her, could download her for free. I'm actually one of the few that downloaded Scarlet for free, and I've been using her ever since. Well, not anymore.
You want to admit to that, Joe? For the record, I paid for Scarlet on my system.
Yeah, I actually bought Scarlet on my PlayStation. It's all good.
Smoke wins.
That's Rio on there for you.
I'm sure NetherRealm is aware of the Scarlet glitch. I think it's already patched on Xbox. You cannot get her for free anymore. You have to pay to get Scarlet in the Sector and Cyrax retro costumes.
So anyway, guys, I know that you guys were asking before, and hopefully this isn't breaking up, but if it is, I'm going to post it up on the stream chat.
Yeah, Scarlet Stroll almost does 20%. That's being removed in a hotfix in a few days. As well as her Blood Slide low into the 4-2 back 2 pop-up cancels. Which is a just frame. When you do the Blood Slide into the low, you can cancel into a 4-2 or back 2 just frame pop-up. So you can, right now Scarlet is pretty retarded with that because she can hit confirm off of a Blood Slide low into a pop-up and juggle you for 40%. That is also being taken out.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight.
Hey guys, we apologize with the technical difficulties right now. We have no idea what's causing all the static. We were having bad internet earlier, which we fixed, but now the mic seems to be a problem, and we're trying everything we can to get it working.
Smoke wins.
You know what? I think it's because the mics are tangled on the side. You see how they're tangled like that? You gotta untangle them, that'll probably fix it.
Smoke.
And again, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to follow us. Alright guys, I will be going on right after this match. I will be using Johnny Cage, so look out.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
Stay down.
Just in case you guys didn't know, this is actually one of the first times that Shock has had the opportunity to play against real live competition and more than just... we got the great fatality going here with a brain zap. Anyway, as I was saying, this is one of the first times that Shock is getting the chance to play against live competition with a number of different characters that he's never really played against before.
Round 1. Fight!
Rob is here playing casuals against Classy Sasquatch.
Round 2. Fight!
Rob usually does pretty well against Kung Lao players. He pretty much has been dominating Classy Sasquatch, since he started playing him. But they've both gotten very good together, playing against each other just about every week and going non-stop at each other. It really is a lot of fun to watch the two of them play.
Smoke. Cyrax. Round 1. Fight!
Yes, Rio is here, and he'll be up on stream next. It's actually a pretty impressive showing by Dark Natus. It's his only second time here, and he wasn't very sure if he was going to be able to compete. His Cyrax is really impressive. He's actually very good. Dropping the combo there, but see if he catches it here. And it just goes for the throw with the win.
Round 2, fight!
Shot going for that teleport again, gets baited into it, pops him up. Pop him up. This is the air throw. Baits out the teleport again. Baits it. Air throw. Still wins. And he's going to go with the fatality.
Cyrax wins. Fatality.
Got a little button check going here. I hope the audio is working. Moment and give another little shout out to my job, which you've seen on the ad every week. Crown Trophy. I've been the man. I've been trophy for about 4 years now, and I've been providing for NEC, Winter Brawl, Summer Jam, and ECT for about 2 years now, and also we did the awards for Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament 7 up in Chicago, and just recently for CEO 2011 down in Orlando just like 2 weeks ago. And Shock, who's now on the mic as well. He actually has a couple of small things that we've made as well from winning some tournaments.
Yeah, I got a couple of plaques. I got what's it called? I got 3 now. I think I got 3.
I think it's like
dog tags.
Yep, 3 dog tags. We do a whole lot of that stuff. And we got Rio Cage.
I hope you all had a good time watching me get my ass kicked in there.
Yeah, I don't know which mic is really giving the problem. I just know
somebody's got mics with shorts in them.
Yeah, I know. I think that's a short joke on me.
They shouldn't be. These mics are brand new. I think it's actually the XLR cables. They're probably old. One of them looks kind of sketch. But, I don't know. I borrowed everything, so. Actually, no, I bought the mics, but everything else I bought.
No, I didn't get a chance to go to CEO at all. I actually spent my time working that entire weekend. Actually, no, I spent my time working on up until Thursday that week when I made the awards earlier that week, and then just before CEO happened, actually, every year I volunteer at the New Jersey State Special Olympics, where I'm a head coach. You know what, guys? I am hearing the short, and I know which mic it is.
Round 2.
Yeah, I am hearing the short now, and we're going to try and work on it. Anyway,
I'm going to be getting entirely new equipment soon, so...
Yeah, I was hearing the short, so I think you guys are right. It's one of the wires.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying is that I volunteered that weekend at CEO at the New Jersey State Special Olympics, where I'm a head coach and an overnight chaperone. And guys, if you haven't had the opportunity, if you guys have,
And the go to
there we go. I was saying, if you guys haven't had the opportunity to
Johnny
ever
Cage
be involved in
wins.
something like that, just take the opportunity.
Fatality.
I'm not trying to preach or anything, but we can all try a lot harder on certain things, and it's one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had in my life, which is why I've been back to it for 14 years.
Sub-Zero.
All right. Anyway,
Johnny
back to
Cage.
back to the game. Rio is probably one of the best Johnny Cages out there. He very rushed down. Actually, when we were in the car earlier, he was telling me that he has some bad matchups. With Reptile being one of them, I think he said it's like a 7-3 Reptile. And I think this matchup should be like a 6-4. We got Rio trying to get up in his face, just trying to apply all the pressure he can. Johnny Cage is pretty much at advantage on almost everything, or neutral on almost everything. That's why he can apply so much pressure and get on the player so quickly and keep the pressure going. See, he keeps going there, keeps poking, goes for that throw, because he's going to keep him in that corner.
Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight!
See, now with Sub-Zero, now I've some experience watching a lot of Sub-Zero, because that's what Dark Rob uses. Dark Rob always tells me that Sub-Zero wants to get up in your face, but in this matchup, actually, he wants to be as far away from Johnny Cage as possible. Try to force Johnny Cage to come to him, maybe eat a few clones. This is actually, it used to be a real tough matchup for Johnny Cage, probably a 9-1. Before they buffed his shadow kick, and there it was. Eats it's got armor. I think it's super armor. It goes right through the projectile, and it will knock Sub-Zero down and give Johnny Cage the advantage. Or at least the advantage to get on him again, especially in the corner.
Round 1. Fight!
Now, Speedy is not really a Sub-Zero player. He, as if you were watching the stream earlier, he actually is a Smoke player, but he's not happy with the nerfs that Smoke got. Neither is Shock, actually, but and so he feels as if he had to give up Smoke in order to compete. I don't really think it's the case that you have to give up Smoke. I think you just have to change your strategy with him a little. Smoke's air dominance is pretty much gone now, because before it was just a jump kick would lead to almost 40% damage off the, a jump kick air throw into off the ground smoke bomb. Now he can only get like 11 or 12% damage, I think.
Johnny
Battleberry.
Cage is unbelievable.
Yeah, and see, there he goes
He has
again.
an answer for everything.
Well,
Rio, I mean, that's an answer for everything.
yeah, well, Johnny Cage is not broken. Rio
Says
is
that's
broken.
it.
And I think
done.
Speedy is done. I think we're going to move on to the
Go
next
ahead.
player.
Nit's going to jump in.
Okay, so Summoning is going to go on.
I'll try him. In a few minutes.
Give me a minute, and I'm just going to change the names, guys. Hold on a second.
One endless block string. I need to have like a something to put the stick on. I don't like playing on my lap. Yeah, but it's leaning forward that it's screwing up my direction. Yeah. Okay, summoning in Rio. Just pick well, it was on 3, yeah.
Okay, so we got summoning in Rio. Again, summoning not as experienced at this game as he'd like to be. In UMK3, again, he was a Cyrax and a Cyrax and Kung Lao player, very good with Kung Lao, played him a little bit differently than everybody. Actually, as time went on and UMK became more and more popular, as UMK became more and more popular in the last couple of years on stream and at tournaments, people actually started to mimic his style with a little bit less run jab pressure and a little bit more of the very low dive kicks in front or right and behind. A little bit of problem with the pads again. Oh, you guys need to just switch over to arcade stick at this point. I'm a little bit biased because I've been using an arcade stick for ages. And after summoning, we're going to try to get
Johnny Cage.
After summoning, we're going to try and get Scoop McGee in. He hasn't had a chance to play online, but you guys have seen him a number of times.
Round 1. Fight!
You guys should have seen Sasquatch play Rio over and over again. He's played him before, many times before, but we'll get him in here again to play, especially since I got to drive his ass home.
Johnny Cage wins. Damn. Round 2. Fight!
We have to keep rotating people in and out and on the stream because we have a lot of people here, probably about 15 to 20 people, maybe a little bit less, probably about 15 now. We still got to get Scoop McGee on the stream. We still got to get Hitoshira on the stream, and I think we're going to try and get Busta Up on the stream as well. We've had a good mix of people on. See, here we go again with Rio just keeping the pressure on, although somebody doing a decent job because, again, she's got that shadow kick-like move, too. I think what everybody wants to see out of Johnny Cage is an MK1 skin. I think everybody would be using that.
Finish her.
Summoning doing surprisingly
Johnny Cage
well, though.
Wins.
Oh, yeah.
Is the audio doing better now, guys?
Round
Yeah, it was actually it's one of the cables that's really bad. That's the problem. The one that I was using was, for whatever reason, was always bad. So now it's working well. Keeping that pressure on, pushing her towards the corner, and now he pushes her out of the corner. Good breaker by summoning, and didn't really have a choice there. And if you notice, he's using that nut punch pretty much to end everything. Puts her right back in the corner to start the match. That's so important to go into the round with advantage by being out of the corner and putting your opponent in the corner. See, now it's just going to keep going with that. That string is so devastating. 10 hits, 34. Giving summoning no choice but to break and waste his meter. mean, trying to get something started. Rio pretty much blocking everything and finishing with the nut punch.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
In case you guys were wondering, Summoning is a stick player. Obviously, Rio is a pad player. I've pretty much, actually, I would say about 4 years ago, I was actually a pad player for many, many years, just because either I didn't really know that they made custom sticks, or I didn't really have the money to buy them. Now it's a little bit different, you know. I'm very much a stick player. I can use the pad here and there. I do believe that the pad translates better for Mortal Kombat than it does for Street Fighter. Although, you know, kudos to the people who do use pad. I mean, you got players like DMG Intel who constantly doing so well in tournament using pad. Players like Rio who uses a pad and constantly places top 3 in majors in Mortal Kombat games, if not winning them. And also, we got, you know, Dark Natus is also a pad player, although I have a feeling at one point he was an old school arcade boy. He's shaking his head no, telling me no.
Johnny Cage wins.
Super X Mugen, no. I don't really get bad inputs. The PDP stick, it uses Suzo Hap parts. And just to give you a little background, if you haven't already read it, there's a great thread on TestYourMight.com. You'd have to go on to you'd have to go on there and go into you know, the sticks and I think the technical or there's a forum in there. I'm kind of babbling because I don't know exactly what forum it's on, but just go in there, and here's the idea. Basically, years ago, Hap, before they merged with Suzo, they actually purchased kits from the company. I think it's Industrious Lorenzo, which is IL. Everybody knows them as IL, the IL Euro stick. Well, basically, Hap bought kits, which were their buttons, the micro switches, and the sticks, all from IL. And then they were put into arcade machines, and that was what was used in arcade machines in the United States for many, many years. So the Hap that you know from, you know, the late 80s and all through the 90s is actually IL. It's not really Hap. When Hap broke away and merged with Suzo, they stopped buying these kits from IL, and they moved their production plants into China, where they make the products themselves now. So the Hap competition that you know is actually not really the same Hap competition you used back when you played these games in the arcade in the mid to late 90s. Those were IL. So for those of you who are actually calling PDP stick crap, really the stick isn't crap. What is not great, or I would say not consistent, is actually Suzo Hap. So I would recommend finding a place online that sells IL Euro sticks and IL buttons. And what's very important is the cherry micro switch instead of I think it's the zippy switch and the E switch, which is what Suzo Hap uses now. So try to find the actual real cherry switch and put IL parts into your PDP stick, and it'll be just like playing Mortal Kombat on a 1990s arcade machine. It'll be no different than the parts you used back then.
Oh yeah.
Garrick, thank you for finding that for me.
Johnny
Yeah, Paradise
Cage.
Arcade is good. Lizard Lick is great. Lizard Lick, though, I don't think that they supply Cherry brand micro switches. I think they use the E switch. So just double check and make sure. But yes, I know for sure that that Paradise Arcade, I think it's either Paradise Arcade Shop or Arcade Paradise. I think it's Paradise Arcade Shop. ParadiseArcadeShop.com, I think. They sell the actual real original Cherry micro switches, and you definitely want to use those. You know, listen, I've had my experiences using Sanwa on Mortal Kombat. There is something to be said for playing Ultimate on a Hap competition or a Hap competition IL competition.
Round 2. Fight.
There's something to be said for it because certain moves just work better with that springiness as opposed to the looseness of the Sanwa. And I really, if you're gonna play a game like Ultimate on a stick, I definitely recommend playing on Hap. I just don't think the Sanwa is great for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. For this game, believe it or not, I am completely fine playing this on a Street Fighter stick. I mean, again, I prefer Hap or IL over Sanwa, but that's just my personal preference. I don't really have anything against Sanwa. It's just not my style of stick. I've been a Hap user since I was a kid, and that's what I use.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
See, playing against Rio like this, I gotta tell you, I had an experience when he was using Kung Lao back in the day, but, back in the day, what, a month ago? Anyway, in this scenario, you know, Rio just makes people want to rage quit right there because, and somebody doing a decent job of getting him out there with the force push, but Rio looking for that with the dash block. We're gonna get him in the corner again, we got the breaker. Anyway, as I was saying, good duck by summoning. You know, he just keeps the pressure on, it keeps you guessing, and he's so good at reading you, so good at making you guess wrong, and making you make poor decisions. It's so frustrating to play him, which is why he's so good. You know, one almost has to wonder whether he knows what he's doing, but I know he does because of all the times that I've spoken to him. He knows what he's doing. He knows these games inside and out. And I mean, I can't say enough. I mean, and he's just so good at reading his opponents. Probably one of the best I've ever seen. Ariel, thank you for being in the stream. I appreciate it, guys. Holy cow, it's 12:30.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Alright, one more match against Summoning, and we're going to try to move on to the next player.
Round 1.
Yeah, Simon, I know that. I got a long day tomorrow, too. I got to be in work at, like, 7, and I probably won't leave work until about 10 or 11. Yeah, it does kind of suck to have done that, but, Sal, actually, we got, Shock, Summoning, we got Rio, Scoot McGee, Dark Rob, Classy Sasquatch, also known as Spencer, you guys know him. We got a lot of guys here, we're just not running the tournament tonight.
Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight.
Sivan, we actually figured out that it was one of the mic cables. It's not the mics itself, it was one of the mic cables. Yeah, Mujin, I understand. You know, it's a work in progress. As I said, you know, we're doing everything we can. I'm not apologizing. I'm doing everything I can. We got the mic figured out. We'll try to get a better cable for next week. As long as I have my own mixer for next week. Yeah, this channel is always a Mortal Kombat stream. We do have some people on the other side that play Marvel and Arcade Edition, but we really don't stream that on. I mean, this is called the KombatNetwork. So we do kind of stream just Mortal Kombat here, but we are going to work on maybe trying to get another stream setup going so that we can do some of the Capcom games on the other side.
Yeah.
And Dark Natus wants us to do a little bit of Ultimate MK. Just out of curiosity, I got about 100 viewers on screen right now, and I have actually Rio is. Somebody wants to go in against Rio, guys.
Rio, who's next?
All right, so I think we're gonna get Scoot McGee. So hold on 1 second. Scoot, do you want to use his stick? Okay. All right, so we're gonna put Scoot McGee in. Just give me a second to change the name, guys. Okay, they're gonna change buttons. Do a button check anyway. So anyway, like I said, I got about 100 viewers here. So I really want to know: are you guys interested in seeing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on the stream? Because if you are, we do have a good. Hold on one second, guys. Don't worry about it. Good meeting you. I'll see you soon.
I haven't played since they did it 2 weeks now.
Reptile, Johnny Cage.
Yes.
All right, so guys, yeah, if you guys want to see Ultimate, then. But yeah, I mean, we could probably start the night off. Would you prefer starting with MK9 and ending with Ultimate, or starting with Ultimate and ending with MK9? We do really have a decent amount of guys that would probably play UMK3. I mean, I play UMK3, so you'd see me on the stream a little bit more. Dark Rob plays UMK3. If we do get Dark Natus here, then he'll be here. And he plays Ultimate. I know that he's a Cyrax user. I've seen him a couple times. I pretty much use everybody in the cast, but my best is Human Smoke. Though I've always been. Tell you what, why don't we do this? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask any one of the mods on the stream to please go on to Test Your Might and make a well, you know what? I was gonna say make a poll, but don't even worry about it. I'm probably not gonna do Shaolin Monks, but yeah, I mean. I will probably start off with Ultimate because it doesn't have as many viewers. But again, keep in mind that the stream is many times dictated, and Rio once again just putting that pressure on and making it so hard to even make a decision. Sorry, it's just amazing to me how good he is at that, and just makes his opponent make such bad decisions. Anyway, I want to make sure that we have a lot of wow, that's all, folks. I want to make sure we have a lot of viewers who really want to see this. I want this to be a popular stream. Not for my own gain, but basically because I want the MK community to have their own stream.
Oh yeah.
I like that Z random. UMK3, then MK9, then UMK3. Not bad.
Fight.
What, you guys don't want to see Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe?
Johnny Cage wins.
I actually like MK4.
Fight.
For you guys laughing, I will tell you this. I was completely against MKDC. I didn't like the concept. I didn't like the idea. Initially, I didn't like the feeling. Nothing about it. It wasn't until actually at leading into NEC where I wanted to support, where we held Mortal Kombat vs. DC for the first time in tournament, actually. And that was because all the 3D guys really wanted to show up and support it, so a number of us decided to play it to support it. Now, I didn't get a chance to play it because I was way too busy at NEC. But a lot of the 2D guys did play it, and it was, we had an impressive 12-man turnout at NEC for Mortal Kombat vs. DC. And that was, leading into Winter Brawl, we did it again, and I think we had even more. I think we had almost 14, maybe even 15. It was a fairly successful side tournament for a game that really not a lot of people played, but I will tell you this. I did get a chance to play in that tournament, and I will say this. When that game is played offline, and I know that there are infinites that are really bad. There's the Superman infinite, the Ground Pound infinite. There's some real bad stuff in that game, and I know that. When they do apply the rules to Flash and Superman, the game does become playable. It's still not a great game, but it does become at least casually fun. It's not the greatest, but it was at least casually fun, and I felt that maybe if you could buy it at a bargain bin, then it would be worth the money. That's exactly right, Twisted Katana. This is the MKDC was the base. It is the foundation of this game. It is where this game comes from. And this game actually is. See, MKDC was actually a 3D game with some 2D elements, and this is the reverse. This is actually a 2D game with some 3D elements.
Round 1. Fight!
Zach, you're completely right. The game needed a wave of patches, and in all honesty, if they took that game and they took out the 3D movement, the game actually would have been better too. Twisted Katana, I'm not 100% sure that I used to think that too. I used to say this game was MKDC locked in a 2D plane, but it's really not. The game is different, the physics are different, the gravity is different, the feel is different. It does feel and play like a 2D game with a few 3D elements like the mids. I've never been a huge fan of the mids, although I understand that mids exist in 2D games, but I think they exist a little bit differently than they do in this game. But that's how this game has been a little bit innovative. By implementing the mids exactly the way they would be implemented in a 3D game. Don't worry, we're never going to stream MKDC. I was joking. No need to worry. Such a good player. It doesn't really show against Rio because Rio is so damn good, but you notice he is doing better as time goes on. And that's kind of what happened with Chris G. Chris G just, he last week he was not doing well against Rio's Johnny Cage right at the beginning. Then all of a sudden he just got so much better and figured out the matchup. And that's beginning to happen with Scoot. Scoot is starting to figure it out and get a little bit better against fighting Rio. And that's not to say that Rio is going to lose this matchup or that Scoot is going to lose the matchup, but Scoot is definitely beginning to adapt and see the match a little bit better here.
Round 1. Fight!
That is an outstanding corner combo by him. Wow, that's going to do huge damage. Hits for 43%, 14 hits in the corner.
Round 2. Fight!
Super Mugen, it's tough to want to comment on what characters I want to see in the game. I mean, to me, Tremor was a character that's been rumored. He's this, he's that. In all honesty, I think Rain, Shinnok, I've always loved the Mortal Kombat story. And here goes Rio again in the corner with his Johnny Cage troll. Anyway, I've always loved the Mortal Kombat story, so there are certain characters that I think story-wise belong in the game. I think Fujin story-wise belongs in the game. I think that Boraicho story-wise belongs in the game. But in a conversation that I had with Tom Brady, he said that he doesn't ever want to see Boraicho in this game because he thinks that in the time that Mortal Kombat's been around and that the character Boraicho has been in existence, he thinks that they do not know how to make the character, that he's either crap or he's broken. I think I would like to see, I think Kenshi's a good idea, that, he's a fan favorite, and storyline-wise he fits in because, Shang If you know his story, Shang got him to release that sword, or the souls from that sword. Also, and there goes Rio with that shadow kick. That was a good move. Scoot taking that match. That's very good. Very good at adapting there.
Reptile wins.
Well, you know, Darth Reign, Borai Cho, remember, he trained, the storyline goes that he trained a lot of the combatants. He didn't, if you know, he is not allied with Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung, but he can't fight in the Mortal Kombat tournament because if he does, he would represent Outworld. So if he wins, Outworld would win. So that's why he can't do it. Yeah, I know a little bit about the Mortal Kombat storyline, so forgive me. Orochi Rice Ball. I did not like any of the 3D Mortal Kombats. Not Deadly Alliance, not Deception, and not Armageddon, though I did casually like MKDC. Yeah, Bo Raicho is from Outworld, and he trained Liu Kang, actually. So storyline-wise, he would actually fit into this game. Frost...
Round 2, fight!
Darth Reign, actually, it is true. If go back and read all the different storylines, you'll know that that Liu Kang was trained by Bo Raicho.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so Bo Raicho definitely storyline-wise would have a place in the game. Again, like I said, in talks with Tom Brady, he says that they really have a problem creating the character and making him balanced. So he's probably a borderline character in terms of he's either going to be overpowered or he's going to be worthless. So I can understand that. There are characters in fighting games who have been like that. They're just difficult to balance. I personally would like to see. I think I would like to see Frost.
Round 2, fight!
She's just a character that she was garbage all the way through the other games. I think I would like to see her and maybe see how they could do her in this game. No, I never heard of a trading card game called Epic Battles of Street Fighter 3 versus MKD and Tekken 5.
Finish him! Reptile wins. Flawless victory.
Well, one thing I would like to see is excuse me. I would like to see them release the skin for Cyber Reptile. For those of you who don't know, if you play through the Challenge Tower, I believe it's Challenge 227, you get a chance to play against Sector and Cyrax with Reptile in a Cyber Ninja costume, and he's basically a green version of Cyber Sub. So it would be really nice to see them give us that skin and let him play as quote-unquote Cyber Reptile. Yeah, if you guys haven't played the Challenge Tower, again, I know you guys want to get better and play competitively, but the Challenge Tower does give you something to do, or at least something to spend your coins on that you spent playing through arcade mode. You could just buy your way all the way through, and I know a lot of people did.
Reptile wins. Round 2, fight!
Yeah, he plays exactly the same as as regular Reptile. Actually, the character that I'd like to see them release, I would like to see them release if you guys have played, any of the have completed any of the achievements for the game, you do get a chance to play against MK2 version of Smoke, who has a spear and a different style of teleport. I would like to see them release that character for use. No, he actually looks like Cyber Sub. He plays exactly like Reptile.
Fight!
Alright, so after this match, I think we're going to change players, get somebody else in there against Rio, because we got to get some other people up on the stream.
Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight!
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna change over from Scoot McGee to Hitoshira next, and he's gonna be playing Rio. I know you guys want to continue to see Rio on the stream, and then after that, we'll see if we can get Sasquatch on, because I know you guys want to see that match.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Some of you guys, Sharp Paw saying Rio doesn't know how to sandbag. Rio is one of the best sandbaggers I've ever seen.
Round 1. Fight!
And we got Conqueror in the stream.
Reptile.
Conqueror, in case you didn't already know, Shock is here, and he did get his matches against Rio. And yes, guys, I do know Rio needs to be nerfed. I will see what I can do about buying a Nerf bat tomorrow to bring to ECT, so that every time he wins, we can hit him with it. Are you kidding me? We can't hit Rio's fingers. If we try to hit Rio's fingers, he's got advantage on that.
Reptile wins. Round 1. Fight!
Darth Rain, actually, right now we have a lot of players who are preparing for a tournament this weekend, so we're really not going to go with some special matches like that just yet. About the best we'll see right now might be Rainbow Combat or Zombie Mode. Yeah, you're right, guys. I definitely would like to see lag get nerfed.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Alright, just give me 1 second to change names on the stream, and we'll be ready to go.
There you go. Wait, what?
Rio says it's construction and landscape. However, it really is just beating all of you in MK9. What do we do? We'll make Rio DLC, and he's going to be a one-hit win, right?
Johnny Cage, new Cybot.
Fear me.
Round 1. Fight! Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight!
That's funny, Torture. 80% chip, 20% nuts. Now, according to Rio, he says that this is a bad match for Johnny Cage. 6-4 in Noob's favor. I'm a Conqueror. I hear ya. I'm allergic to 3D Mortal Kombat.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Round
So possibly next week we could have Shock and Summoning back out here. It really all depends upon how much work they have to do. Now, if they do get out here next week, we're gonna do UMK3 on the stream for you guys. You guys will get a chance to watch Rio and Shock troll all of us in Ultimate.
Johnny Cage wins.
You know, we're pretty lucky, Iron Soul. In this area, we have some pretty good UMK3 players just right in this basic area. You know, if we bring in any players from New Jersey, then we'll have Shock, Summoning, Steven, we'll have myself, Rio, Dark Rob, We have Buster Upper, who's here already. You know, if you were to come, Long Island Joe, Dark Natus, all UMK3 players in this area, you know, there's really, I would say Long Island is pretty much a hotbed for Mortal Kombat players, which is pretty cool.
Johnny Cage wins.
No, Stream Monster, you know, I gotta disagree. A lot of people think that UMK3 is basically just Smoke versus Cabal. Surprisingly, a lot of people really think that, but and I'm gonna give the mic to I'm gonna give the mic to Shock in a second to elaborate on what I'm about to say, but people who use Cabal don't realize how much of a counter Reptile really is, and Shock is a Reptile master. So hold on a second.
Basically, what you really want to do versus Cabal, if you have such a problem against him, you just want to try and bait that spin with the Kara jabs. It's very difficult to get in on him, especially when he's Kara jabbing in place, because he has just the reach advantage on the jabs. You know, you really your best bet is to go with a character that forces him to jump, or maybe a teleporter. You know, teleporters are fairly decent against him, except when the Cabal can bait the teleports, and not necessarily bait the teleports to block the teleports, but to actually throw on the counter when they run in from the other side. You will see some Nightwolf players make it into at least the semifinals on occasion. Let's see who we got in the chat here. Sorry, hold on a second. Phil is stealing my seat from me. Oh, we're good. Hold on.
Johnny Cage wins.
Yeah, definitely getting some shorts on one of these mics. Let's unplug. Which one is the one that's... Okay, unplug that one. Just take that out. Yeah. There we go. But, that really is enough about UMK3 for now, because we got some pretty good MK9 going on right now.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh boy. Yeah, Johnny Cage, just the speed of his knockdown on the pressure is just unbelievable. I'm really guessing constantly against him. Who's the ice cream man? What does that mean? I don't even care for ice cream. Conqueror, I'm actually trying to main Sub-Zero.
Round 2.
And I keep Smoke as a reserve for like Ermac and Katana. But now with the nerfs with Smoke, I don't know. I really wish I had more time to play the game. I only really get to play against Summoning after work for like maybe an hour, like twice a week. That's about it. But I did all right today. In the other casuals off stream. What now you're seeing just ridiculous corner pressure. It's just, what do you do? What do you do against it? What do you do against this Johnny Cage corner pressure? Because I mean, I don't want to really commentate on the game because honestly, I'm not that good at it.
Put your controller down and you play Ultimate.
Well, there you go. That's a good idea. I played against Scarlet today for the first time. I actually played against several characters for the first time today.
I make this look easy.
Johnny Cage makes this look easy.
1. Fight!
But, Scarlet, she has some bad matchups just like any other character does. It's still very early into her lifespan, so we'll definitely find some things within the next couple weeks that are going to hopefully make her better than she is, because it's kind of an illusion as to how good she is right now, because nobody knows how to play against her yet.
Johnny Cage.
Rio just reading everything right there.
Round
Nothing he doesn't know that's coming. Look at this. Johnny Cage shenanigans. Yeah, watch this.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Round 1. Fight!
Yeah, you're right. I should warn him about that. We should just have Rio work every single character up to their maximum potential and then nerf them down from there. And we'll eventually have a game where every character can compete against every character.
Johnny Cage wins.
Johnny Cage wins.
Round 2. Fight!
I think Noob Saibot needs to play a little bit more keep away because Johnny Cage is the in-your-face character here. And he's just eating everything. He's no more chocolate chip, it's just all straight up cookie dough.
Finish him.
That wasn't even
Johnny
15% total.
Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
Still on? Yeah. See, in this matchup, you basically. Again, I'm not saying that I could do it because I'm really not great at this game, but in this matchup, Hitoshira basically wants to try and keep him out, keep him away, keep mixing up what type of clone he uses, and if he gets close, try to push him away, just like that, get him popped up with that air, there we go, with the up clone, and then maybe hit him with a teleport. It's a tough match, but apparently, according to Rio, this is a winning matchup for Noob. See, there we go. Toshiro trying to poke out of that low. You know, there are very few places where he can do it, but when he can, he's got to do that, and he's got to try to go right into a clone right after that. He's got to try to keep Johnny Cage out and off of him. You know, but again, the big thing we're talking about here is the Rio factor, and it's not so much a matter of, you know, being afraid of him. It's just that, yeah, I mean, here he goes with the corner lockdown, which is just insane and disgusting.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, the Rio factor is just that he just makes you make so many mistakes.
Yeah, you really just have to not fear him. Just play against the character.
Yeah, I mean, you can't play Rio. You got to play the character. But again, he just makes you make so many mistakes over and over again. And he's done that in every Mortal Kombat that he plays. You know, I mean, I can't begin to tell you. He kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, look at this. He's just doing some nonsense right now.
Yeah, it just. And Hitoshira is completely confused, doesn't know what to do.
It's almost as if Rio is sort of like bragging to NetherRealm Studios right now, saying like, "Look at this! Look at what's happening here! Why can I do this?"
Yeah, I mean, we would just
even if there's an escape for it, the character should never be able to do this kind of action this fast.
Cage has advantage on almost every single one of his normals.
Yep.
And he can just keep the pressure on that way, and it makes it very difficult to move once he's on top of you.
Conqueror is insisting that he just throw him. Oh, 44%, right?
Not sure. Conqueror wants us to tell Hitoshira just to throw Rio.
Yeah, just throw him. There we go, a little bit. See, the problem here is he's 2 1s and 2s with the attacks. He never gets to a point where he can do anything meaningful. And if you're just going to be throwing, you know, 8% attacks out all day, Cage is just he's going to get in eventually, and he's going to take away 40% of your life with chip damage.
I think we got to get Conqueror out to New York one of these days for this.
What do you say, Conqueror?
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh yeah.
We even have 2 Tekken cabinets set up.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Tekken fan, but the store owners here are. So they have a Tekken cab set up, and they have something set up in the back. It's actually a store-made cabinet that's got Tekken tag on it.
Who's that? Conqueror says he'll at least take a round from Rio.
I make this look easy.
Round
Hell, I might even hit Rio.
fight.
Might have to be a breaker, but I'll hit him.
Conqueror, if we fly you out, can you get here next Thursday?
I think his arms will hurt too much.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get Rio a couple matches. I haven't played him since the demo. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we're probably gonna have to close it up soon. Maybe I'll wait till next week.
The guys here at Gamer's Edge are really good. I mean, you know, we were supposed to end at 12, and it's already 1. And these guys, I just actually spoke to them, and they said it's completely cool to just keep going. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go for, you know, but it is 1. I would think we're definitely gonna be done by 2. We may try to start breaking down by 1:30. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, we'll just wrap it up with Rio and Spencer tonight. There's no reason.
I mean, if they want to continue to play, it really is okay. I mean, I know you might have to get home because you got to get ready
we're gonna have to.
to.
Well, I have to get home because I have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I know that.
Finish him.
Finish him.
I'm gonna bring this probably. I gotta do
Johnny
graphics
Cage
tomorrow night for it.
wins.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh. And
No problem, Conqueror. Absolutely.
now I am gonna make the announcement now. You guys weren't aware of this, but in talks, I had been in talks with Sweet Johnny Cage. Now, for those of you who don't already know, this weekend, the 25th and 26th, is East Coast Throwdown 3. East Coast Throwdown 3 is going to be the second time, and it'll be the 1-year anniversary of the very first stream of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. ECT is very special to the the UMK3 players because we had worked very hard to get UMK3 into the spotlight, and then it was really the crowning achievement and a very emotional moment last year when it went up on the stream.
Yeah, it was just really just a milestone in getting the MK scene to be recognized by the fighting game community as something that's legit and not just like a novelty or like, you know, a brain dead game. You know, UMK3 it's evolved considerably in the last, you know, 5 or so years, and it's really gotten to the point where people need to see that, you know, the game has something to offer. So it'll be there again this year.
Anytime, Conqueror. I'm glad you liked the stream. Anyway, you know, what I was saying is I'm going to let you guys know now that we, KombatNetwork, will be streaming the pools of MK9. As of right now, the plan is that the KombatNetwork will be streaming the pools of Mortal Kombat 9 at ECT this weekend, and we should also be handling the MK2 and UMK3 streams for ECT3 this weekend.
Yeah, those will be on Sunday. I don't know if we're going to run them at the same time. Really depends on how many players we have. We might just throw up stream-worthy matches until the finals for both sets.
Right, now,
we'll see how many players we get for those.
Ultimate will be going on Spooky's stream.
Oh, that's
yeah,
for sure?
For winners, losers, grand,
Okay.
that's going to go on Spooky's stream.
And then MK2.
And then, yeah, we could probably run MK2
Okay.
either later on in the day, or we'll run it in the earlier in the morning. It's really up to the MK2 players. But
Yeah.
I got to see on Classic MK, Zach, if you want to give us a quick link to Classic MK. Yep, MK2 is going to run at ECT as long as we have 10 players. We've got.
I would say even if we have 8 players, as long as we hit 8 players, we'll do it.
You know, I think we're going to hit that pretty easily. I mean,
I think we already have 8, as a matter of fact, right now.
Just we got you, me, Nit, Steve, Rio will probably play, Simon will play, Rob will play, That's
Yeah,
already
just
like
basically the core UMK crew will definitely play. Conquer, if you want to play against somebody at the tournament online in MK1, then we can do that. We can set you up on Kylera.
Thank you, sir. Zach, I appreciate that. Guys, that
Okay.
is a link to Classic MK's MK2 sign-up sheet. If you are going to ECT and you want to play MK2, you can click that link and you can go sign up.
Brian LeBaron thanks us. Brian, if you want, I can have Nit say what's up real quick.
Brian, is that actually you from the MK team?
Finish him.
And regardless if it's you,
Johnny
you guys are more than welcome. This is something we love to do. We love the game. We love the series. We love the franchise. And we've wanted... We've wanted nothing more than to see Mortal Kombat in the spotlight, where it belongs, and respected as a game, and it really is now. And this is really a great thing.
Oh, Chris G signed up for UMK3. I got to get him back for that little side tournament we did.
Yeah,
He got me with
we
Reptile.
did a little tournament here actually, not too long ago, about 5 weeks ago, and Chris G took second and knocked Shock and myself out of the tournament using a very good Reptile.
No, this stream is just Thursdays. Thursday nights after 9 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah, we do this every Thursday from about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 12 or later. Depends upon how long the guys at the Gamer's Edge want to keep it open and let us stay. And usually they're here working on stuff. I'm not sure if you guys have seen, we do the ads for them every week. Basically, they're a game repair shop, and they really do great work. They actually fixed my brother's PS3. They fixed a 360 of mine and another 360 that was actually donated to the KombatNetwork by our own Scoot McGee so that we could use in future tournaments. So they really have done a great job. They fix a lot of different things. They can also fix TVs, monitors, a lot of different things. Rio going nuts again with all that corner pressure. And we're going to try and change players in a minute here. So we'll let them get one more match, and then we're going to get Spencer back on for the match that you guys wanted to see, which is going to be Classy Sasquatch and Rio.
Glad to see Busta Uppa back in the scene. He took a hiatus for about 3 years, I'd say. And he's been back faithfully now for a couple months.
Actually, here we have leaving for the night, actually, is Debo Magneto, a friend of mine, actually, Delvon. If you guys didn't already know, one of the side games that Shock and I both play and kind of learned together is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which is one of my favorite fighting games next to the Mortal Kombat series. And I played in the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike tournament, and Delvon actually knocked me out of it, and I took second place to him. I was a local. It was a lot of fun. The guys weren't really aware of, some tournament level tactics, and I'm not saying I'm a great Third Strike player, but I wasn't afraid to throw. I wasn't afraid to use tactics like that, and these guys were very taken by that. They had never really dealt with a player who threw a lot and used every advantage, every tactic available to them.
It's a weird. It's like a New York rule apparently, where throwing was never done back like 20 years ago in Street Fighter and MK. If you did a throw, you had to give them a free throw back. It's some like mind-numbing honor system that I always fight with Nid with summoning about this, because I never played anybody who. I mean, if they said that throws were cheap, it was usually because they were just a neighborhood kid who didn't play the games.
It's not really like that out here anymore.
No. It's way different now.
I mean, it really was an eye-opening experience for a lot of the players at that tournament to see somebody who was willing to just throw, basically whenever I've gotten the opportunity to throw. So I was happy to see a player like Delvon, Debo Magneto, take the opportunity to really take advantage of those and start throwing anytime he had the chance.
Twisted Katana, I agree with you there, but you would be surprised. There are a number of players. There's just a certain mentality. It's very strange.
And you can't argue with those players because no matter what, you're always going to be wrong. The fact is, and you know what? I'll give you a little story here. I'm not huge on playing online, but I did actually. I broke down and I played MK9 online one night.
Yeah, I did too. Just once.
And I got the biggest nerd rage hate mail. I used the character. I main Shang Tsung in this game, and I used Shang, and I used the standard tactics of using ground ball, try and keep away tactics, and every time I hit a ground ball, I used the EX to bring him back to me and then knock them away. Well, I beat this kid, I gotta say, 10 times in a row. But after like the 7th, he sent me a hate mail telling me, that I got to fight like a man, that anybody could beat me, that anyone could win fighting the way I do, that I was cheap, that I was this, that I was that. And at that point, once he started crying, I started playing without my block button, and I may beat him 3 times in a row.
Do we have anybody modded in here?
Yeah, we do have a bunch. You can actually mod Conqueror. We should mod him.
Okay.
Just click on him.
Yeah. Okay, Conqueror is now a moderator. Who else do we have? Zach? Is Zach a moderator? Oh, I see. Mod me too, he says. We'll think about it. Okay, cool.
Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, we're giving them one more before we go.
Yeah.
Before we get Spencer in.
Has the second mic been giving you guys any issues in there?
I think it's the way you're holding it now. That's better.
Yeah, I'm trying to be gingerly with it. Okay. I think it was getting tugged a little bit before. I made sure to firmly insert it into the slot.
Shock's got the right touch.
Okay. Are you David Cohn or something, Conqueror? David.
Whoa. David Cohn.
The K-Man. Come on. You know all about him.
A little Mets and Yankees humor.
Yeah.
there.
Okay. All right. Didn't he pitch a no-hitter?
Yeah. David
of course.
Cohn leaves the Mets, goes to the Yankees, and
Surprised
throws.
I know that,
I
right?
think it was a perfect game. I don't think it was a
Cohn?
no-hitter. I think it was a perfect game.
C-O-H-N? Is that what you said?
No, it would be C-O-N-E.
C-O-N-E.
It was David Cohn, yeah. Hey, yeah, that could be a Jujo. I resemble that remark. Then again, when I wear all black, you can paint a smiley on my face and I'd look like a Bob-omb too.
That's kind of true. I never thought about that before. You actually kind of remind me of Penfold from Danger Mouse at times. Do you remember Penfold?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'd rather be Danger Mouse, but whatever. At least I'm in a cartoon.
No, Rio's Danger Mouse.
Cage wins.
Alright, we're going to put Spencer up on the screen.
All right, we got
now.
the big guns. These are our top 2 players for the evening.
We haven't had Rob on stream yet.
Oh, that's right. Rob hasn't been on. Yeah, I guess the top 3 probably is Spencer, Rob, Rio. Rio lost a couple matches, but nothing, nothing in any at all considerable.
Got a little button check going. Now,
Round
Spencer calls himself Classy Sasquatch, but I haven't yet seen anything classy.
He's just hairy. You're from classy too, you bastard.
He says I'm far from classy, but I never once said that I was classy. I'm 9.95.
9.95.
No, it seems right.
Kung Lao. Johnny Cage.
When did Johnny Cage become blonde?
Maybe its hair's frosted. I don't know. Kung Lao. Do we have to explain the 9.95?
9.95 is a song from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was the
It's
original.
the second song that's played in the credits.
Yes, and the meaning of the song means that you're not perfect. Nobody's a 10.
That's right. And also, I believe Donatello yells 9.95.
It was Michelangelo.
Oh, he yells it?
Yeah, you know, hey, yeah, Casey, yeah.
He goes, all right, Casey, that's what he goes. 9.95. I think that was actually Corey Feldman's voice. I have to watch it again.
I believe so. But, you know, the basic idea here behind 9.95 is kind of basically to say this. You know, we know infinity exists. We know we can never touch it. We know we can never see it, but that doesn't mean that you can't look for it.
Speaking of infinites, we haven't seen any, right?
Not tonight, no. It's been a while since we've seen any infinites. Actually, since we've done this stream, we haven't really had very many infinites on the screen. There may have been some on other systems, but not really on the stream.
These should definitely be interesting matches because Spencer is. I mean, he definitely has some exceptional combos in lockdown. I mean, he knows what he's doing, but Rio, he definitely utilizes all of those minuscule options that you have when they say,
Now,
"Oh,
I
you can get out of that with an uppercut."
Not to
it's
cut
just
you
right
off.
there.
Not to cut you off, but I just want to point out how Rio was able to. He didn't really punish the spin with damage, but he punished the spin with chip and with
Exactly.
lockdown. A lot of
Safe
you guys,
chip, yeah.
right? A lot of you guys complain about that spin and that it needed to be nerfed. But he noticed that he just took that opportunity and he just punished that spin. It may not have been damage, but he locked him down with it.
I still think you gotta kind of be a Jedi to do it, but you know, it is punishable.
No, Rio didn't do a block infinite. It's not an infinite. It is escapable, but you got to know when to do it.
See, like you can see now, things that who was playing before? Noob Saibot?
That was Hitoshira.
Okay, Toshiro couldn't do when Rio was performing some of those block strings. You're seeing being punished by the spin.
Well, according to both, I think I was talking to Rio in the car, and he was saying that
The Rio block.
that he and Tom Brady were talking, and they both believe that Kung Lao is #1 in this game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
And Spencer taking that match, you know,
Very good match.
showing that a good Kung Lao can go toe to toe with a good Johnny Cage.
Busta Uppa taking off.
Busta Uppa is leaving.
Great seeing you. Have fun Saturday.
Wait, when is your birthday?
My actual birthday is the 13th. I'm having a late
Johnny Cage. Kung Lao.
No, June.
13th is the real
Yeah, he's a Gemini.
Oh, that's
how I
actually the
remember.
same birthday as my brother's fiance.
There you go.
So you're the 13th. Fiance.
You're the 13th. My friend's daughter is the 14th. My friend Steve's the 16th.
Round 1. Fight.
Are you talking about UMK3 Conqueror? I know.
Got the old MK2 music going. I think they went classic music.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
the old MK2 theme from this stage going.
Rio's 95% chip. It's like 95% inspiration, 5% perspiration.
You know, I definitely wouldn't say that Cabal's top in this game. He definitely has his block string infinite, and I think that still exists in the patched version. No, you know what? I think it's been patched out, or it's been made more difficult to do. One or the other. But, you know, he really has a hard time against some characters. In particular, it's very difficult for him to play against Johnny Cage.
Who is Stream Monster for life?
Sure, why?
I don't know. Just curious. With a name like that,
Johnny Cage.
it causes suspicion.
I don't know. Stream Monster for life. Do we actually know you, or are we meeting you now for the first time in stream?
It is a provocative name.
Yes, Michelangelo does have a good cabal, no doubt about it. You know, I would like to see. You know, this ECT. You guys need to watch ECT and the stream for MK, because you're gonna have some of the best Northeast guys going up against guys like, Justin Wong and Michelangelo and Tom Brady. You know, this is gonna be a great tournament.
I hear Michelangelo makes a pretty mean hot fudge and peanut butter pizza.
It slices, it dices, it makes French fries three different ways.
Sure.
Johnny Cage wins.
Johnny Cage. These are actually really good matches, guys. I hope you're paying attention.
Round 1. Fight!
Instead of hats, Phil likes to throw headphones. He just launched them at
I
him.
just did a low headphone.
Johnny Cage wins.
Yeah, Wong. I actually should have informed Phil. Wong is not going to be at ECT. Yeah.
No, I was not aware that Justin wasn't going to ECT.
I just found out the other day. Actually, I totally forgot about it until I just saw it.
No,
No, he's not there anymore.
I did read that Michelangelo's coming to ECT.
Filthy South says today.
The problem with Nightwolf is that I'm, you know, and again, I'm not really one to talk because I'm not that great at this game. Nightwolf was actually my
Johnny
first character.
Cage wins.
But I personally feel like I have no options up close with him. You can basically block everything standing against Nightwolf. You know, and I've said for a long time that his stomp should be a low because it hits low. But I do understand why NetherRealm made it a mid, which is blockable high, because in theory, then he's got anything that launches you, because he could just go overhead, and it's very fast overhead. Or he could go low and launch you again. So it would be just too many options for Nightwolf.
Wins. Round 2.
Looks like most players are heading out. We're down at the nitty gritty here.
Yeah, we really only have about 6 of us left.
Scoop McGee and who are leaving right now?